is 323. Well, let's see. That was in the semifinals for the winners match, in the winners bracket. We could watch one more of, let's see.
Yeah, so what kind of factions do you have lined up for us? Because we've seen Magmar, Abyssian, Songhai, and Vitruvian.
So I was very surprised, by the way, that there were very few Lionar and Vanar decks registered.
Hmm.
Because personally, I think those are some of the strongest factions. Like, you've got Frigid Corona and Vanar, you've got a bunch of freezing stuff with them, you've got a bunch of walls, not to mention Hailstone Prison for Silhouette Tracer. But, none of those, all the top performing decks so far are not them. So we might not be able to see any Vanar games. And I don't know if we're going to see any Lionar games either, because all the decks in the top 8 right now are the 4 factions we've already seen. Why don't we take a look at Gil4 versus MYW. So this is the other semifinal match.
Okay.
We've seen both of these players before. And in fact, we've seen this exact same matchup before. It's the Songhai versus Vitruvian match, which I guess is sort of like the new, arch nemesis for the Amazyng race. What do you? So
Right.
we've seen.
And MYW is the Vitruvian player that was running the Spine Cleaver list with the Golems.
Yeah.
Just keeping his opponent locked down with those heavy provokes. And Gil4 was the Riva list, right, with the Bangle of Blinding Strike.
That's correct.
That was getting the race on. And now this is really interesting because MYW was able to pull out that last game, but we saw with the inclusion of Bloodfire totems into this matchup that having Blink as Kalios is
it's
really,
pretty good.
really good.
Blink's
to have in this
surprisingly good.
matchup.
Yeah. All right.
And so now this match here is still relying on the same strat, so to speak, with like the movement, the mist walking, the bangle, but not having the extra utility of being able to move your units extra spaces. We'll see if that's too much of a heavy gimp.
Yeah.
And right away developing the Battle Pando.
Yeah.
He has Death Strike Seal in hand,
Yeah.
so that might be a more reliable way to clear these golems rather than relying on the more convoluted Pandemonium, Ghost Lightning, etc.
For those who don't know, Battle Pando deals a damage to everything, all opponents' stuff, whenever it itself is damaged. And Death Strike Seal means that anytime it damages a minion, it kills it. So it doesn't take too long to realize that these 2 cards mean you get to kill all of your opponent's stuff. We'll see if that ends up coming to pass. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. There's not a whole lot of removal in MYW's list, so we'll see. All right, Celebrant coming down, giving him an extra mana. Dream Shaper coming down, drawing him 2 cards. This would be a lot better if he didn't have to burn a card at the end of the turn here, right?
Right, and Bastion isn't too much of an issue. That one's more like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Once you've got your swarm going. So we'll just pretend Bastion's at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything really important like a Sirocco or a Spine Cleaver, which is really nice to see.
If he had had a turn 1 play, he wouldn't have had to burn a card there, so that missed tempo is even more brutal, unfortunately. All right, so... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Gil4 is now looking to claim that second home corner. And because of the way that he's moved, right, MYW always like mirrors his opponent's movement, where he's like, okay, I know that since you're taking this bottom corner second, that you're going to now start crossing through the bottom portion of the map. And that's why he's developed his minions here towards the bottom.
Yeah, that's an interesting, I feel like if this became a really popular supported format, that's a really deep thing to think about. Like, all right, so my opponent went to the bottom. Do I want to go to the bottom as well and then have us both trying to cross the top at the same time? Or do I want to go to the top and then have us sort of be ships in the night trying to pass each other on opposite sides of the board?
Right, because we've seen both styles come down, and once you have both generals like on the same top or bottom row in a head-to-head clash, things can get really nasty with the way that they body block. It's like the ultimate rudeness.
Yeah. I will note here, so Gil4 used one of his Silhouette Tracers, which is arguably the most important card in the race if you're going to do racing, that's the most important race card. But he used it to only move 2 spaces. I personally, I'm either going to save it to when I can get the full value from it, or if I can jump over something. Side note, did Gil4 get the top right corner? Or
Yes, he did. He
did?
stepped into the corner and then silhouette tracered.
Oh, yeah.
Out
Okay, you're right.
3 spaces forward towards the center.
Okay. Well, in that case, it looks like he's just going to drop another silhouette tracer and jump forward. Although, is he taking the mana tile?
No, it doesn't look like it. He's the way he's maximizing his units here. He's not getting the mana. He does have the Battle Pando waiting. They could possibly step onto it. Same with the Silhouette Tracer.
Yeah.
But as of right now, he's lost a lot of tempo with the Silhouette Tracer not getting its full value. It's like doesn't seem like a huge thing missing that one movement, but paying 4 mana. This is like an insanely strong effect. We can see MYW, when you use your Silhouette Tracers to their full potential, he's already closing in on this 4th corner.
Yeah, and we see the Silhouette, or the Ephemeral Shroud and the Battle Pando sort of preemptively shutting down this, Death Strike shenanigans that might have been a real problem for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, developing that turn 1, that gives MYW a huge heads up to what that minion is going to be comboed with and what it's going to be used for.
Yeah, because I'm sure that he knows that Death Strike Seal is in the cards if Battle Panda is going to hit play, right?
Yeah, especially in a format like this, we could have seen Battle Panda be saved with the Death Strike Seal and Inner Focus, so you get to do that AoE combo right out of hand.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note that Gil4 could have prevented this last turn from MYW by just putting the Silhouette Tracer on the mana tile. Just taking the mana, even though he didn't need it. MYW is only able to cast Tracer and Ephemeral Shroud because he got that extra mana last turn. So, we'll see. All right.
And now this is really nice, where the Heartseeker is now going to be used as the off point for the Death Strike Seal because the Battle Pando has been dispelled.
Yeah.
So now the Heartseeker being able to hit any minion on the board with its ranged ability can now clear minions out from the corner.
Yep. He's just Repulsor Beasting it. That's kind of smart, I guess. Just getting it out of the way, throwing it to the side. You got to throw it somewhere where it's not going to be a problem, but also can't, kill off your minions over on the right side of the board. It's sort of a weird Repulsor Beast,
right.
I think.
I think you summon it to the left of MYW is probably the best place to send it, where it's not too close to the mana. It's not too close to interfere with you. I suppose it puts it a bit too close to the Heartseeker for his liking.
Yeah. I think I would have liked to have saved it personally. There's no rush to play this Repulsor Beast. You can use it next turn, then move something out of the way. And, who knows? Maybe he gets another minion in this corner. Then you're
because the Silhouette Tracer comes down, kills the Repulsor Beast. The Celebrant gets to step to the left and summon an Incinera or the Golem Vanquisher or the Sirocco right in that corner and just keep the train going.
All right. So, okay, if you are MYW, what's your turn here? I think the first thing that I would do is take this Tracer, come kill the Repulsor Beast, move my Celebrant over here, and then look to drop something down here in this corner.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's a really great punish. He needs to get through the Ether Master. The Silhouette Tracer can move diagonally down to that center tile on the far right row, and that's just going to be another really beefy body block.
Yeah. All right. We see Golem Vanquisher coming down, and then Wildfire Ankh from MYW. It's a really heads-up play. Really heads-up play.
Yeah, he's taking out the Heartseeker with this so that it can't kill the Golem Vanquisher.
Yeah.
I'd almost forgotten about the Death Strike Seal, but MYW being on that side of the map, he's been looking at that Heartseeker and been waiting to take it out here with the Ankh.
Yeah. All right. So Gil4 is up. I think he's probably looking at that Repulsor Beast that he played last turn and asking himself why he dropped it as early as he did. I almost think that at this point you Heaven's Eclipse. Yep, there he goes. Just to see what you get.
Right, because he could get a juxtaposition here.
Oh, yeah. You can get any number of things to sort of deal with a whole host of these irksome problems.
Death Strike Seal. Okay. So that could come in handy. The key here is that he needs to keep MyW from reaching that last corner.
Well,
So he needs to move his Silhouette Tracer down, right?
I think so. It's not. I mean, my W is still a ways away. I think he messed up there by attacking. Because you're technically not allowed to attack the opposing general.
Oh no!
Yeah. But if my W doesn't have an issue with that.
Right, because if he wanted to, he could like stop the match and say, "Whoa, that 1 point of damage, my friend."
Yeah, we'll see if they keep going. Maybe there's a pause to figure out whether or not that misstep will require a concession or something like that. All right.
Because I think Gil4 is just having trouble keeping his bloodthirsty Songhai nature in check.
Yeah. Well, my W's in chat saying he didn't even notice. Yeah, sometimes.
But now he's probably thinking like, well, I still need to get around the Silhouette Tracer. Maybe you just Incinera, right? You Incinera to the left and just start walking around.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would. I don't know. Like, play Incinerate, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, just waltz around. Like, what else is he gonna do? I guess he could Repulsor Beast and then play a.
He's on 7. He could do both. No, Repulsor Beast is 3. My apologies.
Yeah. I think you just play Incinerate and play this Golem Metallurgist and sort of, I don't know, be like, all right, well, I'm gonna get to the corner next turn, so good luck stopping me.
Yeah, the thing now is that that Gil4 has bought himself enough time to start threatening that last corner.
Yeah. Ooh, that is awkward. I feel like that was a mistake.
Yeah, I think you want to move first just to keep that from happening. That's really unlucky.
That's a really awkward spawn. Oh man.
The Skyrock Golem is like, oh, you came, and it's like, get out of the way, you dumb rock.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter as long as he clears all the things over here. He's gonna be able to just play Incinera and then walk to the final corner. So it might end up being a moot point. We'll see.
Yeah, where he now has the bodies on the board he needs to help clear the Silhouette Tracer and anything else.
Oh
that
wow!
Gets
Look at what's gonna happen. He's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna play Tuskbore, Death Strike Seal it.
He's going to do that with Inner Focus on the Heartseeker with Death Strike Seal to kill the Golem Metallurgist, and then he can mist walking up into the corner.
Yeah, that's smart. He also could have put the Death Strike Seal on Tuskbore and then Inner Focus it to kill both of these units. Wow. And it looks like Gil4 ends up winning the day. I don't know if things would have changed if he had put the Sirocco right there in that spot, but maybe that would have given him one more turn. In any case, close match. Or not close match, close game. It's only game 1 of the match.